Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat?
Off the play fake, Brees throws, Jimmy Graham, touchdown.
That was one of 51 career touchdowns for Jimmy Graham in 5 seasons with the New Orleans Saints. His career set to come to an end. This got lost in the shuffle a little bit on Tuesday because of the Tyrann Mathieu news, but, I mean, Jimmy Graham is one of the best Saints, and it obviously deserves its own time, its own day to really dive in. So on Tuesday, John DeShazer of the Saints website, JD, had a report that Jimmy Graham planned to officially announce his retirement in the near future. Jimmy Graham would come behind the report from JD and confirm it. He has not officially announced, but he has confirmed the report that he will, and that he will retire a New Orleans Saint. And while that is absolutely how it should be, make no mistake, that was absolutely the plan from Jimmy Graham when he was traded and found his way back to New Orleans. When he met with the media after the trade back on July 31st, 2023, Jimmy Graham talked about he was trying to get back to New Orleans for a very long time. And he also said the conversations with his agent, Jimmy Sexton, were New Orleans or nothing.
A bunch of teams had reached out last year, and I talked to Jimmy Sexton, and just made it clear that if I don't retire as a Saint, then I wasn't going to play again. So that was kind of the determination.
There it is, right there. Made it clear to his agent, if I don't retire with the Saints, then I'm just not going to play again. And ultimately, I mean, 'cause you remember, he could have come in and signed a one-day contract, right, and retired a Saint that way. But instead, Jimmy Sexton found a way to get him back to New Orleans, found a way for him to play one more season in the black and gold. And look, while 2023 wasn't great for Jimmy Graham, he did end up with 4 touchdowns. It just took Dennis Allen and the Saints way too long to figure out how to get him involved, which is absurd. He was still a great red zone target even at his older age. But it's what you'll remember about Jimmy Graham before that, and how he really took the Payton and Brees, or how big of a part he was to take the Payton and Brees offense really to the next level. A 3rd-round pick in 2010, 386 career catches, over 4,700 career yards, and the 51 touchdowns in 5 seasons with the Saints. I mean, more than half of his yards came in a New Orleans Saints uniform. We know he wanted receiver money at the end, and it wasn't going to work out, so he ends up obviously in Seattle, Green Bay, and a couple in Chicago, and he never really reached the heights. But that's not ultimately what it's about. It's about Jimmy Graham's legacy that he left with the Saints, and the fact that he was the best tight end in football in those first 4 years in the league that he spent with New Orleans. I mean, it was, yes, Gronk was there, and you can have that conversation, but it's hard to argue against Jimmy Graham being the best tight end in football, and his journey is incredible. Where, I mean, he played football for 2 years at Miami. Other than that, he was a basketball player, and a really good one. And it led to the trademark slam dunk celebration and all the things that we'll remember about Jimmy Graham. And he was a major factor on what many believe is the greatest Saints team in history in 2011. Like a major, major factor. And in fact, that was his first 1,000-yard season. It was his career high in receiving yards in 2011 with 1,300. In 2013, he led the entirety of the NFL in receiving touchdowns. He was absolutely awesome. Just, I mean, in his time with New Orleans, 3-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro, a second-team All-Pro. He'll go down in history. He's the best tight end in Saints history. And, I mean, he'll obviously be Saints Ring of Honor, Saints Hall of Fame, maybe even Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's certainly got a case there, and one that I think ultimately he will end up in there. So congratulations on a great career for Jimmy Graham. He also just set a world record with part of a rowing team, fastest time across the Arctic Circle. So congratulations on that. A great career, and one we will remember, obviously, for a very, very, very long time. A great Saint, Jimmy Graham. Congratulations on his retirement.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.